Hello. So this is our list of incidents right here. It's streamed in from the SIEM automatically. So as you can see, we have two ransomware incidents on two similar machines, and the file that caused them seems to be the same. So we can go into here, press this button to investigate it. So this investigation has already been completed. The first thing that happened in the investigation was that we received the alert from the SIEM. As you can see, the alert is right here, along with the important variables highlighted. After that, we fetched some correlated alerts from the SIEM, so alerts that were very similar to this one, and we found two. After that, we analyzed the endpoint. So we gathered a lot of information about the endpoint. Um, Here's a lot of information right here, and if that's not enough, then you can also run a PowerShell command on the machine and see the results within your browser, or you can also run a PowerShell script. After we did that, we started analyzing a bunch of entities related to not just this machine, but also these two. So we were analyzing entities across three machines. So we analyzed 3,400 files, 77 processes, and all this other stuff. So we can find if there's actually anything malicious that's going on. We also collected 140 logs from the machines, so the analyst doesn't need to go in and manually collect all of them. They're right here within the interface. They're right here actually, and we can download each one individually, or we can just go ahead, click this, and download all of them at once. So after we've collected all this information, we can then start remediating the incident within the browser. So one option we have is to run a playbook, which is a set of repeatable steps. So this playbook, scan and block file, blocks a file from entering the network, and it scans it. So this would be useful for scanning and blocking the file that caused this ransomware. So it's going to be run for each of the three malicious files found here. Similarly, there's this contain ransomware playbook and this collect forensic data playbook. You can also run an action itself. If you don't want to run an entire playbook, you can just run one action on its own. So here we're trying to extract this file e.exe, but it turns out it's not the right path. So it says file does not exist. After any action has finished running, you can check out the results. So let's check out this scan result right here. So it is pretty clearly non-Petya ransomware, as we suspected it to be. So it is pretty convincingly ransomware. Similarly, let's check out this one, disable user account. This is disabling the account that was infected by the ransomware. So we executed a PowerShell command on the machine and we successfully disabled the account. So after we finished remediating the incident, we then want to go and notify people. Notify other people on the team or notify someone like the CSO or the CEO. So you can either text or email people. And there's groups as well as people that you can communicate with. So in this case, we're going to email someone called Jim Boards, and we just have to click this, and this will be pre-filled. And let's just put in a message like this. Now here's one cool thing we can do. We can use variables from the alert within this message. So we can say let's put in the severity, let's put in the text of the alert, and let's put in endpoint information. So one convenient thing is that we don't need to specify what specifically about the endpoint we want to put in. We can just put in endpoint underscore summary, and it'll just put in a summary of the endpoint, which makes things easier. We can press this. It'll say confirm email. Here is our actual email that we're about to send, and we can send it. Once that's done, we can update the results. So we can say fully remediated, and we can add our notes here. And this is saved. After that's done, we can also download this incident, and everything about the incident will be downloaded into the zip file.